let's go.
Telling tales about the music we grew up with, so we can share it with you. The artists we saw, the music we bought, like you can't do anymore. Music from the 70s onwards, some good, some bad, as only fans can. We love to share it with you.
Well, welcome everybody to another exciting episode of Mick and the Fat Man. Yes, we've got another intro that I've knocked up over the summer break. Mick's sitting there, he's so excited. He's just leaping out of his skin with joy, with absolute joy.
I can't breathe.
G'day, Mick. Happy rock and roll to you, sir, and how are you travelling?
Well, up until about 30 seconds ago, I was just fine, mate. But I think we should have a competition. People should write in and tell us which of the abominable songs that you're playing at the beginning of our podcast they would most like to eviscerate you for.
After this, Mick, we're going to spend a bit of time and we're going to come up with a couple of others. I'd like to do like a bossa nova intro. I'd also like to do like a 1950s sort of style, you know, I don't know, something. I don't know. There's so many options. So many options.
That's frightening, isn't it?
It's frightening. Very exciting. Mick, a bit of feedback recently, mate.
Yes, well, given how much we love Coldplay, I've been a bit worried that people might ring up and say, shut up about Coldplay, because you're just carrying on too much because they're absolute crap and we don't want to hear any more about them.
Yeah.
But I love them. So
I know.
We've got to accommodate all kinds. So given our somewhat caustic comments about Coldplay towards the end of last season, I got a call from Mark from Sydney, who asked if I was serious about my comments about Coldplay. I assured him I most definitely was.
Yeah, right.
And he said he could understand, but nevertheless, the show was terrific.
Oh, good on you, mate.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
Oh,
He
good
could have
on
been
you.
really irate, but he chose to be nice and forgiving.
Yeah.
That's very good of him.
And that's the one thing you're never is... Just... Sorry about that, mate.
That's good, all good.
All right, Mick, I can see, sitting over there in the corner, the magnificent, although slightly battered Globite travel bag with singe marks and other bashes from a small amount of air flight travel. I don't think the baggage handlers were that kind to it.
Well, no, I think they had a bit of fun with it. But don't forget, our Globite school bag fell off the back of the bike on the way to Coober Pedy.
It did.
Bounced down the road, and we were still able to use it for another year and a half.
We were.
So I've got every confidence in the Globite deluxe travel bag with pink covering and luxe interior.
Deluxe interior. Let's get it up and let's get some of those locks undone. There's a lot of locks, though, isn't there?
Yeah.
Just
Maybe I just won't do up so many when I pack the bag at the hotel.
Get that one over the other side there.
Yep.
Okay, all right. Open her up. What's in there, mate?
Mate, covers again.
All right.
Look, in case people haven't noticed, we love covers. Some of them can be really, really good. Some are just awful and an abdication of people's musical taste. But sometimes they're great. They're awe-inspiring. Sometimes they're hilarious. We're not going to do some really bad ones today, but I did find some bad ones. So maybe later in the season we'll have covers from hell.
Oh. Actually, that'd be great.
That'd be a great one. But this time I found lots of really, really interesting stuff. We're going to look at some staples.
Yeah.
Some covers from strange sources maybe, and some songs that have had a lot of covers.
Excellent.
Yep.
I look forward to it with much excitement and exhilaration.
Indeed.
But in the meanwhile, we need to get down to business.
Don't you mean during the meanwhile?
Whatever. Whatever.
What will happen just keeps getting better as our artists are passing away. But we remember then here with words of good cheer and a love that will not fade away. as we knock on heaven's door. Walking through heaven, just getting better as the artists are passing away.
Oh, God, somebody drag the AI away from him, please.
I paid a subscription so I could do more songs.
Oh, God almighty.
That's a good one, though, isn't it? Mate, this is going to really sadden you. Wayne Osmond has passed away.
Not Donny's brother.
I'm afraid so.
Oh, God.
Many people have actually said that he was, in fact, the musical genius behind the Osmonds, and I can believe it.
Wow.
I mean, they were a mighty family.
They were.
A massive family in the music industry.
I think so.
And the Mormon church as well, I think, from memory.
Well, with that many teeth, that was perfect.
They looked, they had a lot of teeth.
They did indeed.
And they're all perfect.
Well, that's America.
They were all beautiful teeth.
Yep.
And didn't we love Donny?
Didn't we?
And Marie.
Oh, and Donny got name-checked by one of our favourites, Alice Cooper.
Did he?
Department of Youth. We've got the power. And who gave it to you? Donny Osmond.
That's right. Yeah, they started out on the Andy Williams show, and we're on the Andy Williams show from 1962 to 1969. Can you believe that?
Oh, I can believe that, yeah.
I don't think I ever saw the Andy Williams show, did you?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so at all. But he was a pivotal part of the creation team in the group, and he wrote a lot of the stuff, did a lot of the engineering and all that sort of stuff, and a lot of guitar work. So he passed away from a stroke, I do believe. I think he actually had a stroke a few years ago, which had restricted his ability to tour, but he was still touring with the boys.
Dedication.
Dedication, because he was... how old was he? He was old. He wasn't young. I didn't write down his age. But anyway, so thanks, Wayne Osmond, for bringing us the great joy of the Osmond boys.
Wow.
So, well. Chad Morgan.
From one set of teeth to another.
That's right. Chad Morgan, famed Australian... what was it, humorous songs, sort of country and western sort of feel. And
I don't know about western, but certainly country.
The Sheik of Scrubby Creek was one of his great ones. And you can have your women, I'll stick to my booze. That's another one of his great ones.
There's probably a motif to live by.
It's not bad, is it? Yeah, so he's left an indelible mark on the country music scene in Australia. So, yeah, he passed away on New Year's Day.
Oh, at least you got a New Year's Eve in.
That's why you felt a little hole in your heart on New Year's Day, because Chad had passed.
Of course, yes.
Now, another great celebrated fellow, probably a lot of people don't even know, but Peter Yarrow from...
Peter, Paul and Mary.
Who were bigger than the Beatles at their time at some point.
Indeed they were. Indeed they were.
With things like Puff the Magic Dragon.
And the scandal surrounding that song.
That's right. What was that song about? Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Realistically, who cares?
No, it was about a dragon. It was puffing, like a puffing Billy. Yeah. So he passed away. When was that? On the 7th of January. He was born in 1938. What did that make him? Like
62, 87.
87, gee, he was getting on. Yes, but Peter, Paul and Mary, what a massive band they were. They had If I Had a Hammer, Leaving on a Jet Plane, and of course, as we said, Puff the Magic Dragon. They were, in fact, he was very significant in the civil rights movement and anti-war protesting, and he basically was pretty much an activist all his life. So, Vale Peter Yarrow.
Mate, and I'd suggest that much of the carry on around Puff the Magic Dragon was a way that the conservative establishment was having a shot at him because of his anti-war activism.
Yeah.
And we've seen that's the way they play today.
Oh, that's exactly the way they play. If you're looking left, they'll jump. It's about character assassination as opposed to anything logical.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's what they do their best.
Yeah. By the way, did you know that this left and right has really got not much to do? It has achieved something to do with people's politics, but you know where it came from?
Oh,
French Revolution. The people nominated as the ruling body, the monarchists versus the revolutionaries and so on, all met in the exhibition building in Paris, and the people who were let's tear it all down and make something new sat on the left side of the building, and the people who were let's keep the monarchy, restore King Charles and all that, they sat on the right side of the building, hence left and right wing.
I hang my hat on the left-hand side of the room. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Proudly. I'm proud to be woke, left, radical, whatever you like. I'll take the lot of it.
I've always said that you're a woke left radical, Jeffrey.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even know there was a thing called woke until a couple of years ago.
It still doesn't make a lot of sense.
Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And it's been co-opted by the right.
That's right. It's
by the monarchy.
Yes.
Anyway, 1001 albums you must listen before you die. Edited by Robert Dimery, Big Bad Bob. I went to page 800 and, beg your pardon. I went to page 874, found the artist The Strokes. The album is This It? Producer Gordon Raphael. Cover art, Colin Lane. Running time, another lazy album, 36 minutes. Not as lazy as John Cale, but pretty lazy. Got to number 5 in Australia. Just hold your boots there, buddy. Hello, ChatGPT, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh,
What's
hi.
up?
Could you give me 5 points about the strengths of the band The Strokes and their
Sure.
first album?
What topic do you need 5 points on?
The Strokes, the album, the first album by The Strokes. Yeah.
Here are 5 key points about it. 1, it was released in 2001 and became a defining album of the garage rock revival. 2, the raw, lo-fi production was inspired by classic rock bands like the Velvet Underground. 3, tracks like Last Night and Someday became instant classics. 4, Julian Casablancas' laid-back vocal style added to its unique vibe. 5, critics praised it for capturing the essence of early 2000s New York cool. Are you planning to feature it in your podcast?
Yes, thank you, we are. Well,
That's awesome.
okay.
It's such an iconic album to dive into. Are
Okay.
you focusing more on its cultural impact, the music itself, or both?
Probably the music itself, thanks.
Planning to break down specific tracks?
Just the Last Night track, probably. What do you think about that?
Last Night is a fantastic pick. It's one of their most iconic songs, and there's so much to unpack, from the catchy riff inspired by Tom Petty to the energetic vocals.
Thanks very much, ChatGPT. We'll see you later.
You're welcome. Good luck with the podcast.
Thanks
and
very much.
have fun with it.
Okay,
Talk
thanks.
soon.
Bye now.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Yeah, see ya.
But anyway, Mick, the Strokes are an interesting band. Nonetheless, I read that they kind of stuck it to the man in their early career.
A la Jack Black, eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, Matt, I don't know how much of this story is true and, what level of detail is true, but apparently they formed in 97 and rehearsed a lot. So they did put in a lot of work, but the British press in particular picked up the story of the band. They released an EP and it got all sorts of vibe going about them. So the labels, the major labels, all went into a bidding war. And they all came up with lots and lots of money. This is back just before the process changed from paying royalties.
Yeah,
they used to give them a big upfront payment. So the Strokes were there, living large, and sitting back and waiting on this bidding war from the various labels.
I I think they went with they ended up going with RCA, I think, from memory.
They did indeed, yeah. So they took RCA's money. Thanks very much, boys. And instead of using the money, which like someone like Pink Floyd would have done, to sit in the studio for 6 months and come up with fantastic sound, they went back to the same studio where they did their demos, and it's crap sound. For a multi-million-dollar band process, they just went back to an ordinary local studio and recorded the album. That's why it's fairly ordinary, the sound.
Well, that's what I was thinking. It sounds a bit grungy. Oh, not grungy, but
no, grungy.
Underdone.
Grungy is good. Underdone,
underdone.
definitely. Yeah,
Underdone.
Yeah. So I that's one of the many things I wasn't happy with. It. I can understand and like a minimalist approach or a rough and ready approach, but it just seems like there's something missing, and there's a potential reason for it.
Yeah, but they ended up pocketing all the money they got from the
We'll have that, thank you very much.
and put out this album on the cheap.
Yeah, it's
good.
Well, good for
That's
them.
good. I like that. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, go School of Rock guys.
But anyway, but the thing as I said before, well, maybe I didn't say it before, but I'll say it now. I just don't like the vocals. I like it for one song, but it's got this sort of the vocals going through this I don't know, fuzz machine or something like that, and it just goes on and on and on. I think, fuck, that's awful.
Yeah, and I don't know whether I was reacting against all of the hype, because that's very a British thing to do. They, every third week they have the next big thing, and the labels go in, and it certainly was the case a while back, a few years back. The labels would sign up someone new, and then the album comes out, and you think, well, shit, what was all the hype about?
Yeah. Anyway, because the other day we were actually talking to a friend of the show, Jarrah, who is obviously, sorry, should I say Panama, Mr. Panama himself.
Indeed.
And he was saying how he basically grew up with the Strokes. Like he hit like 18, 21, something like that, and the Strokes came out. And it was just like wow, what is this? So it was a really, really influential band when they arrived on the scene.
Yeah. And
we lived through the 70s and the 80s and all that sort of stuff, and he's hitting the 2000 going, fuck me, what an awesome band. And I can get it. I get it.
Well, look, there's scientific evidence that proves the music that you got between, say, 14 and 24, it has imprinted on your mind, and that's the best. It's not it is a subjective thing, but it's not a contrary thing. You say, what we had was better. It was, your mind definitely thinks that
it is better.
Yeah, well, in our case, it is. That's true.
Yeah, that's true. Because we were watching something the other day. Remember, we were watching this guy talk about 1971, which was an awesome year for music. And fucking found some shit music to come out of 71 and say, this is fantastic.
Yeah, you look back and you think, oh God. If you'd asked me before I saw this clip, I would have said 1971, yeah, pretty good. But the stuff that he was struggling to put into his top 10.
I mean, he had LA Woman, yeah, it's all right. And what did he have for the top? What was it, the top one?
Immigrant Song was number 2. Who's next? Barbara O'Reilly.
No,
Won't Get Fooled Again. Sorry,
Won't Get Fooled Again. Which they're great songs. They are great songs, I must admit. But some of his early ones were just, Jesus Christ! How did you drag that out of your ass?
Yeah, well, with a list that finishes with Led Zeppelin and the Who, why would you put John Denver on your list?
John Denver's in there. Fuck me, Dad. That's right. I forgot. Anyway, if you are interested, Professor
Rock
on the YouTube. He's actually quite good, but I sort of thought this list was a bit strained.
You think we're self-important and carry on. This bloke leaves us in the dust.
I found, I've got a couple of statements that some people made, but John Levy, Rolling Stone, said this album is the stuff that legends are made of.
Oh, fantastic. Where's Rolling Stone based?
More joyful and intense than anything I've heard this year. That's Robert Christell, who we've had.
No, it's still Joe Levy.
Oh, Robert, that's right, Joe Levy.
That's not really much of a ringing endorsement.
No.
Yeah.
But Yeah, so in 2009, this album was rated as the best record of the 2000s by New Musical Express, ahead of the Libertines, and number 2 by the Rolling Stone, behind Radiohead's Kid A. So they're up there as being the top of the pops for the 2000s, and we've been listening to a bit of the 2000s, and I think that could be right.
Given my the limitations on my appreciation of this album, sadly, I think I do think that's right. I know you forced me to listen to a whole lot of albums from the early 2000s.
I did,
and I do think that's right,
because I feel we need to sometimes think outside the square a little bit. And I thought it'd be useful for both of us to listen to. And all I did was basically go onto Indeed, the Rolling Stones list of the top albums of the 2000s, and another one, and picked out half dozen, 10 albums or something like that for us to listen to. And some of them, I found a couple of them quite good. The Yeah Yeah Yeahs I really liked.
Yeah, yep.
That was really good. I also liked the Fontaines. I thought that was a really good band. Yep. But quite a bit of it I thought was pretty lame. They had U2 in there. I thought, don't bother. That was terrible.
No, absolutely.
And I'm a U2 fan. But yeah, I didn't find this album offensive. I didn't find it bad, but I didn't find it great. And I enjoyed it.
That's the worst thing about it. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't like the vocal treatment on every track. They have a vocal treatment on his voice. What's his name? Casablanca. They have a vocal treatment on his voice. It sounds like it almost compresses and adds a little bit of a fuzz to it. I don't like that. I don't mind it in one song, but I don't think it really needs to be on every single song. I think it sort of is a little bit of overkill on that. But overall, an all right album.
Yeah. That's I can't give it much more than that.
Yeah, it's a bit sad on our part to sort of, it's faint praise, I guess. But yeah, it's all right. But just and maybe, and we're biased. I know we're biased. We're biased to the 70s, 80s, 60s, 70s, 80s. We're biased in that era. But nonetheless, I think our ears become conditioned to what we like. Not the physical product, but our brain becomes conditioned to what we like, and people of this century like this sound.
Yes, and I do think you're right. I think, yeah, and based on your urging, I am trying to listen to some of that stuff, but I must say that the playlist you gave me of 2000 plus was 19 hours, and
was it that many?
Yeah, bit of a struggle to get through it, but nonetheless, I shall continue. But this album, if this is the best of the 2000s, according to these reviews, then God help the rest of it.
Yeah, I think so. But I think, obviously, if you were born in the 90s...
and hadn't heard anything else good...
you would think this is good.
Yeah, fair enough.
Thanks very much. Mick, tell us a little bit about covers, will you, mate?
Look, people would be surprised listening to us that we actually like covers. You know, over the years, they've provided such a fertile ground for episodes for us. So many different ways you can come at it. And this time I've taken a different view again, with a bit of a mixed bag. Let's have a look, because you can always find great covers. Musicians, the good musicians, the ones who are flexible enough to have a go and have a listen to somebody else's stuff and say, well, I can do this without losing the qualities that the writer put in the song. I can make it mine. And that's a wonderful cover. There's some other people who do covers because they're on Bandstand or
Bandstand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I meant the American Bandstand, but on that type of variety show, and they do a cover because it's a safe song. That's probably less of a type of cover that we would like. There are some people who hear a song and think, well, gee, that needs ... and do that. I've got a few of those in all those different categories, except the Bandstand people, in here. So we'll have a look. The playlist, I've got to tell you, is so much fun to listen to. It's awesome. It was so much fun setting up all of these really special covers. And I should mention that we put a lot of effort into the playlist that we attach to the podcast, and there's quite a lot of you listening to it now, but don't get much numbers from Spotify about who's listening to the playlist. So if you do listen to us, like us, have a listen to the playlist and tell us what you think. Because the playlist is an essential component of what we talk about. We're a bit like a magazine article, we talk about it, but we can't play the music.
Right. No, that's right.
For reasons that we've talked about before.
That's right.
We talk about the artists, we talk about the music, we try to give you music that's great, but not common. We're not really digging at the edges of stuff you've never heard of and can never hear of unless you listen to us. That's not what we're about. But there's lots of great music that most people haven't come across one way or another. So if you like it, tell us. It's pretty easy to do that on the podcast as well, because most of you listen to it on your phone. And on screen, on the button at the top, it says, send us a message.
Send us a message.
Yeah, absolutely. And Buzzsprout, our host, lovingly describes that as fan mail.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, so the people who send us messages, it comes up in our fan mail section, and that's great. So please do so. If you do like it, if you don't like it, if you've got any ideas, any suggestions, it's really easy. You're already on your phone. Have a look at it, hit the button, send us a text. Really simple.
Happy days.
Indeed. The other thing that I'm a little concerned about is that if you only have Apple Music, we've only got a Spotify playlist. So if that's a problem for you, tell us, and we'll see what else we need to do.
You can listen to free Spotify.
Yeah, okay. You're the techo expert.
Yeah, you just get ads. That's all.
Oh, okay. Well, it's worth getting ads with our fantastic playlist.
Yeah. You don't get lots of ads, but you get ads. So that's the only thing to be aware of, that you'll get an ad in there.
Okay, cool. Nothing wrong with covers as such. Sometimes it's just a way for an artist to gain sales, or to boost up an album that might be a bit left of centre.
Or they're running out of songs.
Or they need to bolster their reputation. It's not unreasonable for a new band to take a song by an established band, particularly with that established band's blessing, and perform it and get some coverage for their own other original stuff. That's a perfectly fine way of going about things, and that's been on ever since rock music started.
And I think also the record companies would suggest to the band to do this so that they can make sure that they make a little bit more money if they can.
Well, absolutely, yeah. Sometimes artists cover songs in such a way that they rip the original to bits, and some of our favourite covers have done that. I won't steal the thunder of what's coming up. But
don't steal the thunder.
No, thunder is not to be stolen. So, with covers that are better than the original, which is a very subjective opinion, and if anyone says that Bob Dylan's version of All Along the Watchtower is better than Jimi Hendrix's version of the Watchtower, I'll respect that opinion, because I can see that there's value in both of those covers, both of those treatments of the song. But it's by far the opinion of most of the world that All Along the Watchtower, and it's Dylan's opinion, that All Along the Watchtower by Hendrix is the version of the song.
Yeah.
I like it, and I like a new perspective on the song, something that's a little bit different, and sometimes it makes it a completely new song itself. I've heard some great covers. We'll talk about a few today.
All right, love.
Yeah, all right. There's my little conspiratorial whisper into the phone, into the microphone. You like that? Yeah. They're great songwriters. We've talked about them often in awestruck tones, who leave space in the song for others to put their own things in. Even the Beatles did that. The Beatles are good songwriters. Good. Yeah, that's damn with faint praise. Beatles are great songwriters.
They're good. They might make it one day.
They're good enough, yeah. And both together, and both when they work together and when they perform songs when they wrote songs individually. There's still a lot of space in there for someone to put their own thoughts and personality into the song. Leonard Cohen, he wrote things like Suzanne, which was a huge hit for Judy Collins, and towards the end of his career, Hallelujah, which is a huge hit for about 800 people.
Yeah.
Dylan, all on the Watchtower, as I just mentioned, dozens of songs, including If Not For You, covered by Olivia Newton-John and George Harrison.
Is that a Dylan song?
Yeah, yeah. So if Olivia can do it and have it sound like her song,
Yeah.
that's plenty of space.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, good on you. Good on you, Dylan. He has written a lot of songs, though, hasn't he?
He's a wonderful songwriter. A lot of even charitable reviews of his voice are quite uncharitable, often.
Yeah, things aren't looking good there nowadays.
However, I would just urge anyone who isn't a fan of Dylan's voice to listen to Desire.
Great album.
Yeah, it is a great album. The songs are wonderful. Everything I've said so far today about air in the song for anybody else to cover is all there, but nonetheless, Dylan writes the song, so his voice is present in the songwriting process. So it's not strained or laboured or anything of that nature.
I can't imagine anybody covering Hurricane or something like that, though.
I'd like to hear it.
But I can't imagine it.
No. Well, either Hurricane, actually.
No, that's right.
Yeah. They're both such distinctive songs allied to their voices that it would be difficult for someone to do a cover. But that's the joy of covers.
Okay.
Just when you think someone can't do a cover, then you find a beauty.
And for all we know, there could be one.
There could be one. Let's go looking for one day.
I will.
Johnny Cash with his American recordings.
Oh, fantastic.
6 albums of covers. Admittedly, some of those covers were of Cash covering Cash.
Yeah.
You're redoing those songs.
Yeah.
But Cash is probably a unique artist in that he's recognised for having a long career of his own unique songs, A Boy Named Sue, I'm talking to you, and an awesome series of albums covers to round out his career. So he's got the best of both worlds there.
Yeah.
And we did an episode last year about Johnny Cash, so hope you enjoyed that. And we talked about a lot of the songs, and a lot of those covers, those wonderful covers, were in the playlist. So go back and have a listen to that if you like it.
Yeah, right.
Let's have a look at some covers of songs by masters. Bowie. How odd that we should talk about Bowie. He covered himself with All the Young Dudes.
That's right, he did.
He wrote the song, gave it to Mott the Hoople to do, and Mott the Hoople decided that they weren't going to do a whole lot with it. Ian Hunter decided that. So Bowie said, bug you, I'll do the song myself. And he did a great version of it. In fact, he did a better version after Mott the Hoople had done theirs.
Yeah, he did a great version, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, he wrote it. So. But nonetheless, the first version was Mott the Hoople's version. Speaking of All Along the Watchtower, I would probably be fairly safe to say that most people won't have heard XTC's version of All Along the Watchtower.
Definitely not.
Yeah, it's on their 1978 album, their second album, called. Otherwise, it would have appeared in last week's episode.
Yes.
Great first album.
Yes.
Their 78 album, second album, called White Music. Before they became just a fun pop band, XTC were a quirky, dissonant sort of sound, a little bit like Devo, but a lot more interesting.
Yeah, right.
Post-punk sound. When they came to their album Drums and Wires a couple of years after this, they had a more poppy approach. We're only making plans for Nigel, that sort of thing. Mayor of Simpletown.
We're only making plans for Nigel.
That's the one, yes. Yeah.
What else? Thank God.
You've done well there, Jeffrey.
Thank God.
That's good. XTC is a band that were too smart for their own good, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Much in all as I don't like to praise critics, but Robert Christgau from New York, who wrote for the Rights, not Rotes, right, wrote for the Village Voice. He talked about why this album, this white music album, wasn't a success in the American market. There's a song called This Is Pop on it, which is a really good song. I really like the song, This Is Pop. But radio programmers resent anyone telling them their business.
Oh.
And so, because here's XTC saying, well, this is pop, this is good music. Yeah. And the programmer said, well, we don't think so, therefore it isn't. QED. And And he also said that some of their songs were aimed at bored Yes listeners.
Really?
Which I don't see
Can't
why
see
he
it.
had to be that detailed in the description.
Poor Yes listeners.
But we could have written this line. Chris Gow says, XTC doesn't seem to know that Yes fans like being bored.
That is good. That is a good line.
Yeah, so much and all as I don't like to build up critics, he scored 10 out of 10 on that
That
one.
is a good line.
Yep.
Very good.
Devo covered I Can't Get No Satisfaction in that same jerky, electronic-y sound. I Can't Get No.
It's a good song.
It's a good song, crap album, crap career. Yeah, a band that just never made it.
Did they come out to Australia recently, or are they coming out to Australia?
Oh, could be. There's a whole bunch of
feeling.
old bands
Old.
touring, very old bands.
Very
yeah.
old. I'd hope the Eagles come out soon.
They died yet? They have.
Oh, they did it?
Some of them.
No, like, they do it.
Devo, look, they used a reggae, almost a reggae style with that electronica.
Yeah, that's right.
Baby, 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 baby. I can't get no.
Very reggae.
Yeah. Mick Jagger said, it's a great version. So you don't often get the Mick Jagger seal of approval.
No, you don't get much from Big.
No.
Except another child.
Well, you and I probably wouldn't get a lot of children from Mick Jagger.
I think he had another child recently, didn't he?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
I think he did.
An amazingly fecund individual. His
He's doing
will won't go far.
Still,
Even though he's got squillions of bucks, he's got ex-wives by the truckload, children by the truckload.
no.
Speaking of Beatles covers,
Yeah.
an Australian band from Adelaide, of all places, called Zoot. Way back.
Adelaide have done their bit for Australian
Haven't
rock,
they? I think that maybe we should do where bands come from.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thought.
The Adelaide and Perth, what would you call it? Groups that come to us to New South Wales to make it good. It's like coming from New
God,
Zealand.
that trips off the tongue, doesn't it?
rather clumsily.
Yeah, yeah. Well, look at Adelaide. You've got the Angels.
Yeah.
You've got Cold Chisel.
Yeah.
And you've got Panama from Perth.
That's right. That's right.
It all happens. So Eleanor Rigby, it's a heavy rock version.
That's
For
great.
those who haven't heard it, I can't imagine that there's anybody who hasn't heard it, but nonetheless, it's there and it's on the playlist. So it's a heavy rock version. An interview with Rick Springfield where Rick said, it's inspired by Hendrix. I thought, yeah, it's a bit of a rich. You know.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't say it.
A bunch of very pretty-looking young blokes with long hair from Adelaide and bodysuits, inspired by Hendrix. Yeah, couldn't see it. Not off the top.
Just don't say that.
Produced by a fellow. Here we go. This is one of these convoluted stories.
Yep.
Produced by a fellow by the name of Howard Gable,
All right.
who went on to marry a New Zealand country singer named Alison Durbin.
I remember Alison Durbin.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm pretty sure she used to be on Bandstand.
Probably, yes, yeah, I think
The
so.
Australian
Yeah,
band.
yep.
She has that sort of voice and look.
She does. She had some biggish hits like Faux Religious, Put Your Hand in the Hand of the Man Who Stilled the Water,
Yep.
And American Music. I love American music. It sounds like a spy thing on Netflix, doesn't it? Yes. She was dubbed Australia's Queen of Pop in 69, 70 and 71,
Is that
but then
right?
jailed in 2007 on drugs charges.
Oh, poor
I thought, how
Alison.
have the mighty fallen?
Poor old Alison. That's sad, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's, again, a long, convoluted story, that one too, which I don't think we need to go into. But there's been, according to the website Secondhand Songs, which I find is a really interesting one, there's been 807 covers of Eleanor Rigby, every one of which has put cash into the hands of Mr. McCartney.
Yeah, that's right.
But
although not anymore, he doesn't own the songs.
Oh, didn't he buy it back?
No, I don't. Oh,
I think he did.
Just
Yes.
recently.
Yeah,
No, he
yeah,
did
yeah,
actually
yeah.
just recently.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, he did recently.
Yeah. So
But
it's
no, because remember when we were talking about
Jacko.
he wouldn't sell it back to him.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it showed him, didn't he? Alice Cooper, Jack Bruce from Cream,
Yeah.
and Leo Sayer have all done copies of covers of Eleanor Rigby.
Alice Cooper?
I have never heard Alice Cooper's version. I'm going to go looking for it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
There's a band that spun out of Roxy Music and the British art rock scene in the late 70s called 801.
Yep.
And they had an album called 801 Live, which you've heard Jeff Froth on about before, and
One
it's
of
a
my
wonderful album.
favourite album still to this day.
They did a great cover of Tomorrow Never Knows, again by the Beatles. The album 801 Live was a vanity project by Eno, who got bored with the project halfway through, never even listened to the tapes at the end, according to his biography on some faraway beach. This is one of the weirder tributes to the Beatles, who we all know that they were really pushing George Martin by the time of Tomorrow Never Knows, and used all sorts of weird things in the studio. What else you got, George?
Yeah.
What else you got, George?
I've got a new machine.
Yeah. Well, let's use it. But Eno put in all of his little techniques that he took from started with George Martin and built on top of that. So it's a wonderful version.
Fantastic.
With a lot of building and just goes on and on. And the voice treatment, oh, give up your mind.
It's fantastic. It's a great song. Fantastic song.
And of course, then they did a cover on the same album of You Really Got Me by the Kinks.
Yeah, I know. It's
which just took it straight back to earth. Yeah,
it's
it's just
fantastic.
beautiful. Yeah.
And it follows straight on, doesn't it, too? It finishes the song that goes,
Yeah.
dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Very, very good version.
Now, I've got something for you.
Okay, good.
So, the drumming on that album, 801 Live, is sensational.
It is. Simon Phillips is great.
One of the great drummers. So, Simon Phillips, at one point in 1990, joined a supergroup. Some of these, supergroups are usually a bit shit. And this was called The Best. Keith Emerson on keyboard, John Entwistle on bass, Joe Walsh on guitar, and we talked about him last week, Jeff Skunk Bagster, also on guitar, and Simon Phillips on drums, and an unknown called Rick Livingston on vocals. They did one tour in Japan. There's a video of them doing that somewhere. Don't know where. It's probably a VHS video. But I found a little bit of it on. And there's Joe Walsh and Jeff Baxter playing, what's it called? Oh, You Really Got Me. They're playing guitar together. It's fantastic. So the two of the great guitar players,
Wow,
playing together. There's really bad sort of YouTube clips of it and stuff like that. But just out of left field, Simon Phillips in the supergroup, The Best, did one tour in Japan. I think they only did a couple of concerts. Ends band. Band ended. Gone.
Wow.
Never did an album.
I wonder if Joe Walsh got to trash a hotel room in
I
Tokyo.
hope so. Or maybe a sushi train or something like that. Or sat on a sushi train.
Well, what we're referring to here, folks, is we played last year a clip of Joe Walsh saying he was not afraid of AI because AI wouldn't possibly be able to trash a hotel room.
I can't trash a hotel room.
Exactly right. Another version that you probably haven't heard is Lay Lady Lay, Dylan's song by a band called Ministry. A loud industrial type band with a fellow by the name of Al Jourgenson, who big reminiscent of Rick Rubin. You know, he's that type of big, and I love it more than the Dylan original. But it's just lay, lady, lay, lay, lady, lay, and he's turned this song, this Dylan, quite quiet, lay, lady, lay, almost lovey type song. Yeah.
Lay upon
Yeah, he's turned it into a grinding industrial song, and it's really terrific.
Okay.
Again, on the podcast, on the playlist.
All right. Sounds good.
Look, you're probably sick of me referencing how John Cale transformed Hallelujah from just another Leonard Cohen song to one of his most covered. You know, it completely reimbursed his bank balance after he got ripped off by his manager for $5 million. But nonetheless, Cale's also worked his magic on other famous songs, especially Heartbreak Hotel. By Elvis. Elvis's song. It was written by Tommy Durden and May Boren Aston, with a credit to Elvis as part of the Colonel's scam that says if you want Elvis to cover your song, he gets half the songwriting credits. Yeah. So John Cale's version is the song. that first got me into Cale. There's a whole lot of different versions. There's a live version on an album called June 174, which was the cream of British art rock at the time, and that was quite a great album. June 174 again.
If you're into that, if you're into that sort of thing, it's pretty.
If you're into that sort of thing, yes, absolutely, yeah. But it really is miles away from Elvis's version. It really is.
That's an understatement.
Yeah. And from that one song, I went on to Lou Reed, Velvet Underground, and others in that ilk. So it's got a lot that I can thank it for.
Yes, thank you, Elvis.
There's 3 recorded versions of this song, and I'm actually thinking of putting all 3 on the playlist. We'll see how we go. There's one on the studio album, Slow Dazzle, in 1975. And then there's the June 174 concert. Mm-hmm. And a later version on the 1992 live album, Fragments of a Rainy Season, that we often reference.
Yes.
He transformed the song into a torch song, with him playing the piano beautifully, gently, which he certainly doesn't do that often. And it's lovely with little frills on the piano.
Oh, I love a frill.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with the frill.
Can't get enough frills.
Yeah. And you can see Cale in there playing this song in a smoky bar. Just beautiful.
Oh, by the way,
yes,
I just had a quick look at Alison Durbin.
Oh, yes,
she's 74.
She must have been young at the time, wasn't she? Yeah, wouldn't she have been? Yeah,
but you got to. This is just out of Wikipedia. On 1st of June 2007, under her married name Alison Giles, she was sentenced to 12 months jail for cannabis trafficking. One of her co-accused, Giuseppe Barbaro,
from Griffith, yeah.
Whom she alleged supplied with marijuana, was previously a convicted drug dealer. 12 months for marijuana.
That's a big deal, isn't it?
It's a long time. Yeah. Anyway, bad luck, Alison.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing well.
Too bad, so sad. Nirvana on their MTV Unplugged song. There's a song called "Man Who Sold the World." Bowie. Yeah, and it's a great version.
It's fantastic.
Yeah,
I love that album.
And actually, Kurt Cobain. Which one? The Nirvana Unplugged.
The Unplugged album.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Kurt Cobain actually took the Bowie version as Bowie recorded it. He didn't change it much at all. He just did his own sort of laid back acoustic version. Kept Mick Ronson's guitar line, and it really is a very nice cover of it. But it's Bowie.
Yeah,
and no one had ever heard of it.
I liked some of those Unplugged concerts were really good. The Neil Young one is also awesome.
He plays half his shows as Unplugged. In fact, when he does, I've seen him play, and he's done half the show as Unplugged, and the other half as Neil Young, Godfather of Punk.
in the MTV Unplugged, he's got an organ. But it's a manual organ, so he has to actually literally pump it to get the sound going.
It's a wonderful old-fashioned sound, isn't it? It's just beautiful.
And then there's another spot there where who is it? I can't think of his name now. It's one of the guitarists. He's playing the broom, so literally sliding the broom along the ground in the song, giving the sound effect of the broom. It's great.
Yeah,
it's great.
Certainly not averse to having a play with stuff.
Yeah, no, it's really good. Anyway, MTV Unplugged. If you see the, if you can see, there is a video of it. If you can get the video and have a look at with the Neil Young version, it's really good.
Excellent.
Yeah, my recommendation for the day.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
No, it's okay.
We'll go looking for that.
I'm sure it's somewhere.
Linda Ronstadt.
Oh,
Linda Ronstadt. She's sort of settled back into.
She was a good-looking bird, wasn't she? Eh?
If you like that sort of thing.
I did.
Yeah. I can't argue with that. She gets 3 honourable mentions today.
Oh, good on you.
Yeah.
Is that because she just copies everybody? She's not a songwriter, though. I think that's the thing.
No, but she's very selective about what she does, and even the covers are not your average. Let's get Linda some coverage with the song that everybody knows.
Yeah.
She took the not the Beatles, the Monkees, different drum.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mike Nesmith wrote that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. You
Well, he
and
wrote-
I dancing to the beat of a different drum.
Oh, that's right.
And it was Linda Ronstadt who did it before the Monkees.
Because the Monkees originally started out with, I can't remember the two writers who used to write all their early stuff, but then later on they started to actually write more songs.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mike Nesmith was the only one who joined the band as an established writer and performer.
Yeah, Muso, yeah.
So, but to keep the cover line going, the song, even before the Monkees did it, was recorded by a band called the Greenbrier Boys. It wasn't a hit, but it was heard by Linda, and she then thought, she was a bit frustrated how she wasn't given the right sort of songs, so she picked that one up and thought we'd have a go.
The Greenbrier Boys.
Yeah, don't bother. There's not much there about them.
Oh, okay.
So she didn't like that cover. She thought it was. She thought that the record company didn't give her enough opportunity to put her own personality into it.
Yep.
So she says, if someone plays that song when I'm around, I'll rush to the machine and try and take it off.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But I don't like it because
I don't like it.
It was a failed recording for her.
I don't like it.
You're no good.
Yep.
And that's both the name of a song and a reference to you, Jeffrey.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's for you.
No good, no good, no
Yeah,
good.
You're no good.
You're no good.
You're no good, yeah. This was Linda's first single as Linda Ronstadt. The
I remember it.
different drum was with the Stone Ponies. You don't remember the song?
Oh, no, sorry, I remember it.
Oh, yes, yeah. And she gets a lovely, soulful feel in her voice. But it was done by D.D. Warwick. By A.D.D. Warwick, not someone
D.
that you need to know about.
Not D. Warwick.
Not Dione Warwick, no.
Oh.
In 1963, and Linda Ronstadt's version was 74.
Yeah.
And then she did a cover by one of our favourite artists,
Yep.
Poor, Poor, Pitiful Me. In fact, yeah, one of Warren's management decided that they'd try and get some coverage. So this was a deliberate thing to boost Warren's profile in the US market. Let's get Linda Ronstadt to do a couple of the songs.
Yep, good idea.
Yeah, and it worked. Poor, Poor, Pitiful Me was a big hit.
Yep.
And it was on, forget the name of the album.
No, I don't know the name of the album.
Yeah.
What was it? She did a couple of his, didn't she?
She did do a couple of his, yeah.
Forgotten the other one.
Heart Like a Wheel. Yeah. Yeah. And that's a lovely song as well. But Poor, Poor, Pitiful Me, it's Zevon, it's a fun, brash, looking back on your life type of song.
Yeah.
But she just took it and broke it apart. Yeah, Poor, Poor, Pitiful Me, with that beautiful voice that she
got a beautiful
had
voice.
and has.
Yeah.
And that's what made her. Those two songs, You're No Good and Poor, Poor, Pitiful Me.
Yeah.
You know, a couple of years apart.
Yeah.
But you couldn't go anywhere without Linda Ronstadt being there in the 70s.
She's still alive?
Yes, she is.
Good news.
Lou Reed wrote Sweet Jane, which is another dirty, nasty song about drugs in New York in the late 60s.
Yeah.
And it was taken by a band called the Cowboy Junkies.
Oh, yeah.
Appropriate name.
Yeah, good name.
Yeah.
For the song.
They're a Canadian band, or soon to be American band.
Yeah.
Very quiet style. Cowboy Junkies. They their own songs and any covers they did were all done in a very quiet, almost Mazzy Star type of style.
Yeah.
And they took Sweet Jane and made it into a lovely song. Sweet Jane. Yeah, instead of nasty guitar work under Reed's sneering voice. Reed then said that was his favourite version of the song, but we all know about Lou Reed. You know, if it's not going to be a hit, you'll like it. But this was Fine Young Cannibals. We're caught in a trap.
They're an interesting band, aren't they?
They are.
I never kind of liked them.
No, but I don't dislike them either.
No.
I do like Roland Gift, the black guy who's the singer. Not so much black as in African, almost I don't know where he's from, but he's very light skin.
I've always assumed he was a Pommy for some reason. Are they a Pommy band or an American band? I don't know.
I think they're English, yeah. But he did Suspicious Minds, the Elvis song,
Yeah.
and a lovely version he's done of it indeed.
Yeah, it was good. But I think they're another band that's still tours every now and again with God knows who in the band.
Well, they might as well. You know, as long as they've got Roland Gift singing, the other two really don't matter a whole lot.
Who knows whether he's even there?
Talking Heads did "Take Me to the River,"
great.
which is a great version. But the original version of the song by Al Green was also really good. A nice soul, that Black American religious tradition.
Yeah.
Most people believe it was a Talking Heads song, which is quite wrong.
No. But I must admit, I kind of did too. I sort of thought it was,
absolutely, yeah.
I'd kind of forgotten about
And
that one.
that's what happens if you pick a song that hasn't been as widespread as it could have been, or it should have been maybe.
Yeah.
People will think it's yours. Let's bring back the Nick Lowe episode that we did towards the end of last year.
Yeah.
Elvis Costello picked up one of his songs, one of his early songs actually, which is What's So Funny About Peace, Love and Understanding.
Yeah.
Written by Nick Lowe, done by Elvis. You ask anyone these days who did that song and they'll tell you it was Elvis Costello's song.
If they knew who Elvis Costello was.
Well, they're far more likely to know who Elvis Costello is than Nick Lowe. But nonetheless, Nick got the songwriting royalties.
Indeed he did. By the way, Linda Ronstadt's 78.
It seems to be the thing about most of the people from that period.
They got old.
Yeah, very old.
Anyway, good on her.
Yeah, she's still performing, and
She's looking good.
yeah, she's looked after herself. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's never. I think she partied a lot when she was young, but I don't know that she had the drug usage reputation of many of them.
Yeah, no, good on her. Good on her.
You might recall when we did our rap episode, the rap episode, not rap music, but rap WRAP episode for 2024.
I don't remember the rap episode.
And we talked about we went to Rockwiz at the theatre in Thirroul, and we saw Mia Dyson do "The Passenger," which is the song by Susie and the Banshees.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And but it's not just Susie and the Banshees song. It's an Iggy Pop song.
Is it?
Yeah,
Originally?
on Lust for Life. Yeah,
Ah.
yeah.
I am a passenger.
That's it.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very well done. You captured that timbre of his voice very, very
Thank
nice.
you. And I ride it. Yep.
Yeah. And Susie and the Banshees, who covered "The Passenger," which Mia Dyson then covered, also on their album "Look Through the Looking Glass," did "This Wheel's on Fire" by Dylan,
No.
and "The Passenger." So "The Passenger" was on "Through the Looking Glass," which Mia took it from.
Good on her.
There you go. And Sarah Blasco did "Flame Trees,"
Yeah.
by a Cold Chisel song.
Great.
And she also did "Goodbye Yellow Brick Road," which I dug up towards the end of last year.
Really?
It's a lovely version. Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
And was played on Triple J's like a version.
Yes, yeah, that little snippet show they used to, snippet thing they used to do.
Yeah, one of the better things that they used to do.
I love Sarah Blasco.
Yeah, she's got a really nice voice.
I want to be her friend
You want to be on Lane Book?
anywhere. Just anywhere, just be a friend.
So she posted on social media, "I want to meet Jeff from Mick and the Fat Man."
Of course she did.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
I know she would.
So you just go and search for your name in there, and
I'll
you'll
find
find
it.
Sarah Blasco
Yeah.
at the end of it.
Yeah, good on her. Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, she's a good chick. I know we've been unkind to Ray Davies on occasion, but he's a bloody terrific songwriter. He's written some lovely, and we mentioned "You Really Got Me" earlier. But Reg Livermore. Let's draw in a whole lot of names here from the long, dim, dark past. Reg Livermore is a variety, theatrical, musical performer from the 60s and 70s in Australia. Very colourful, in very flamboyant.
Also was in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Rocky Horror Picture Show, the Betty Blockbuster Follies.
Yes.
So he had a whole lot of one-man shows.
And he had a massive garden in the Blue Mountains.
Certainly did. And I saw him on one of those household shows showing how to fold a fitted sheet.
Well, there you go.
And I unfortunately didn't pay attention. I still can't fold a fitted bloody sheet. But anyway, he did a version, and the version is available, and I'm going to put it in the playlist, Celluloid Heroes.
That's a great version.
It's,
I've heard it.
really is wonderful, and it's a great song too. It fits the criteria right at the beginning of the show where we said, you write a song, anybody can pick it up, can put themselves into it without losing the original construction.
That album, it's also got Anyway, tell me what album that's on, because there's a couple
Betty Blockbuster Follies.
It's on that album, is
Yep,
it?
yep.
Because there's a couple of other covers on there that are quite good too.
Captain Jack by
Captain
Billy
Jack,
Joel.
thank you. That's the one I was thinking of,
Yeah.
Captain Jack.
Yeah. So, which was interesting because Reg was doing these Billy Joel covers before Billy Joel was a household name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And now here's the other little link that we've got here, because back in the 1970s, we saw the Jesus Christ Superstar at the
did.
Capitol Theatre
We did.
with Reg Livermore as Herod.
Yes.
And just this year I went, last year you went and saw Jesus Christ Superstar at the Capitol Theatre, the exact same place. How many years in between?
40?
50, 60.
No,
50,
stop that.
74, I think it was.
I'm going to launch a legal injunction if you keep doing this.
74. 50 years later, we see it again at the same theatre.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
With a different Herod, of course, but...
Was it? Oh, I thought it was the same bloke.
Yeah, no, it was a different bloke.
Yeah,
'cause
there
I
you go.
think Reg is Reg dead? I don't know.
I don't know. I saw him recently on TV, but
did you?
recently could be in the last few years.
Yeah, it might have been 30 years ago.
No, in the last few years.
Oh, is that right? Okay, good.
How about when people take on a staple? A good example of that would be so many people doing Hallelujah, Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah.
Yeah.
And we mentioned that Eleanor Rigby has got hundreds of covers.
Yes.
What about Heroes by David Bowie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
There's no one's ever done that, I don't think.
well, not as many, but look, it's so iconic and complex that you'd think it might be difficult to cover. But that's true to a point. But it hasn't stopped some of the top performers of the era taking it on and having a go at it, and with some surprisingly good results in some cases.
And some terrible results in others.
Well, let's have a look at a couple of them. The album itself was recorded in Germany. Under what's known as his Berlin trilogy,
Yes.
Low, Heroes and Lodger. They used that gated mic technique that we've talked about in the past that was invented in the 60s by Jimmy Page.
Oh.
But nobody talks about that. They'll talk about Bowie using it and then giving it to Phil Collins. But it is pretty old. It's 10 years before that. But nonetheless, they used it to perfect effect on Heroes. And
Indeed.
So when Bowie goes, "And we can be heroes," his voice builds as
like
he
an echo.
says it. Yeah, like it's like an echo in line with the singing. So that's a really great version. And Phil Collins used the same thing on "In the Air Tonight."
Yeah.
Peter Gabriel did a version of Heroes.
Did he?
Now, I must say, I'm a fan of Gabriel. I'm a fan of Gabriel, and I'm a fan of Bowie. But I don't think Peter Gabriel captured the essence of the song. It'll be on the playlist, but it was for an album. Gabriel came up with the concept that is called "Scratch My Back," and with the idea was that he would do a second album called "And I'll Scratch Yours." So, "Scratch My Back," he did an album of covers.
Right.
Yeah, by a whole lot of different people, and one of the songs he did was "Heroes."
Really?
Yeah, and the idea was that those same people would come back and appear on doing a Gabriel cover on "And I'll Scratch Yours."
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, Bowie didn't even respond.
No one did it.
No.
But it was a good idea.
It was a good idea, and both albums appeared.
Oh, the second album did come out?
Yeah, but it didn't have Bowie on it.
Oh.
Yeah, and there's a few other people. Radiohead weren't interested. Lou Reed wasn't interested.
Why not?
That's how rude.
Why not? That's a good idea. Oh, that's annoying. How long ago was this?
Ooh,
Long time.
yeah, 15, 20 years.
Everybody was still alive. Like, Bowie hadn't passed.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking he might have,
Reed died in 2013.
I'm just thinking maybe he sent a letter to Bowie and he was already dead.
Yeah, I don't think that was the case.
Yeah, no, just because you wouldn't have got a response.
Thanks, Jeff.
No, you say what I said.
That's a basic.
Dear David, dead letter office. You know what I mean?
Thank you for that.
Poor Bowie.
That was the obligatory
And Pete's
black humour section of the
Pete's sitting there
podcast.
going, fucking Bowie wouldn't bloody write back to me.
Yeah. Motorhead. Motorhead. I never been a Motorhead fan. Never really given them much time to have a listen to it but I love Ace of Spades by Motorhead, and I was made aware of this Motorhead version of Heroes recently. You know. It's awesome. It's just straight Motorhead. He doesn't put any of the poshness or the Bowie-ness. It's just Lemmy singing "We Can Be Heroes." And it's great. He's not afraid. A lot of people are afraid of the song, I think, because it's just so historic, iconic, awesome. And Lemmy just says, well, it's just another bloody song. Or he probably said more like you, it's just another effing song. But
yeah, I think some people should be afraid of the song, though, before they attempt it.
Well, maybe like David Hasselhoff.
Did he do Heroes?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I didn't. In the car? Was he in the car when he did it?
No, I don't think so. No, it's just David Hasselhoff. It's not as bad as it could be, but it is David Hasselhoff, yeah.
Pretty bad.
Oasis. Now, I'm the opposite of an Oasis fan. Yeah, I don't want to run them down because they did a good album or something, but their version of Heroes is, oh, look, let's change another song to Oasis. Yeah, so it sounds like they're on stage. It sounds like a live performance. It is a live performance of it in front of 40,000 fans, shouting out like all the other songs on What's the Story, Morning Glory. I'm not impressed at all.
Okay.
Blondie did it.
Blondie?
The Blondie version is really good.
Really?
Yeah, because they're from the same era as Bowie, and in fact their version was around the same time as it came out. So so Blondie was at their peak.
Okay.
And they picked a song from the late 70s and done a terrific version because her voice seems to match the tone of the song. I won't try.
No, don't.
No,
because it'll sound like
it'll sound like
the
me.
Bowie version of you doing the Bowie version, and then it'll sound like you doing it just won't be any good. Shit.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to make David Hasselhoff sound good.
I'm going to listen to. We're going to do. It's a great idea. We should listen to all the Bowie songs all the songs of Hero by different people.
I'm going to put all of these on the playlist.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Nico, of course.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. I know that you're a big Nico, a closet Nico fan.
Closet Nico fan. Whenever she plays, I lock myself in the closet.
She did an awesome... Look...
She did not.
For a woman, a German woman with a sort of very stentorian sort of voice, to do Heroes is just so right. And we can be heroes. She didn't write her own stuff, so everything she did was a cover. And
you seriously tell me there's a thing called krautrock?
The what?
There's a thing called krautrock.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Fun, Autobund. Yeah, Nina. Who is it?
Sure.
Kraftwerk.
Kraftwerk.
That's Kraftwerk. Krautrock, yes.
Krautrock, okay.
Yep.
Not Kraftwerk.
Yeah, Kraftwerk
is Krautrock.
Was Krautrock, yeah, because they were German, yeah.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
And another version that I wasn't aware of, became aware of researching for this episode, Moby. Now, Moby's had a few singles and things, but he's never come across my radar terribly
he's good.
heavily.
I like Moby.
And he's found a woman by the name of Mindy Jones. She's got a lovely, ethereal sort of voice.
Mm.
And this is lovely, an absolutely lovely version of Heroes. So again, that's going to be on the playlist.
Yeah, no, I like.
She's got a fragile sort of quality to her voice, as I say, ethereal, and it adds a different tone to the song Heroes, and it's just lovely.
Yeah, okay.
Philip Glass. Now, if you don't know Philip,
the classical writer.
He's not classical, but he does do a lot of unusual type of songs. Soundtracks, music. He did, and I love a lot of Philip Glass. He's very good. He sort of fits into that, Bowie, Eno universe.
Is he sort of experimental with an orchestra?
On occasions, yes. A lot of electronic, repetitious type of sounds. Okay. But he's not even tried to do Heroes. It's just Philip Glass with music inspired by.
Oh, right.
By Brian Eno. So if you ever see that one around, you say, why didn't they talk about that? Well, they did, and it's not much of a cover.
Inspired by. I always love inspired by.
Oh, yeah, that gives you license to do any bloody thing you like.
Right.
It's just crazy. What about when you do the whole thing in reverse? R.E.M. is a band. We know all about R.E.M. We've talked about them, had a great episode about them, and they're really interesting, and I like the way Michael Stipe has a play with anything that he has a go at. But they've done so many covers. It's almost as if they're using their fame and their success and their musicianship to have a bit of fun. And so any sort of song that you can think of, they've had a crack at.
Is that right?
Eh?
I did not know that.
Yeah, on Life's Rich Pageant in 1986, which was the album before Document. Document was the one that really blew them out to be his huge arena rock band. They did a song called Superman, which is really nice, a nice version of the song, and it's a cover of a really obscure 60s song. And up until a couple of weeks ago, I'd never really looked at it too much and thought it was R.E.M. because it sounds like R.E.M. and it's not. It's this wonderful cover on their album which fits perfectly with all of their other stuff.
Oh.
They released a total of 54 covers on various things, on B-sides, on there's an album called Dead Letter Office, which is all their
Dead Letter Office,
yeah,
good name.
all their odds and sods.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's quite good.
Yeah. So
I did see you've got First We Take Manhattan. That's really good because that album's really good. I'm Your Fan.
Absolutely. Well, R.E.M., that I'm Your Fan for people who have been under a rock whenever we've talked about it so much for the last couple of years. A tribute album using all of Leonard Cohen's songs. And R.E.M. are nothing if not Leonard Cohen fans.
Yeah.
And so they did First We Take Manhattan. Almost a grinding electronic sort of sound.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's really very, very good. They're huge Velvet Underground fans, and they've done 4 Velvet Underground covers over the years. Yeah, There She Goes Again, Pale Blue Eyes from Berlin. Lots of reverence in their songs about songs by the Velvet Underground. They did See No Evil by Television. They're not averse to having a go at whatever they can find.
Give it a go.
Yeah. The song from Love Actually, Love Is All Around.
Yeah.
R.E.M. had a crack at that one too.
Why not?
Why not, indeed?
Why not?
And it's really good. So R.E.M. could do worse than release an album R.E.M. sings other people's songs because it has some really great stuff on there. And we'll put a few in the playlist. And I think you'll enjoy them. I really do.
Yeah, it's a rollicking journey, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah.
By the way, I did have a quick look. Reg Livermore is now, how old would he be? He's in his 80s, 87 I think he is.
Like I said, everyone from that era has a 7 or an 8.
And he's left the Blue Mountains and he lives down Barrel Way. Moves down on the...
Oh, yeah, it's not as cold at Barrel.
And he married him. He married as well, so that's nice.
Did he?
Yeah.
How nice for him.
Yeah.
How nice for both of them.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Good on him. I really liked Reg Livermore.
Yes, I think he was great, and I think you'll also like when we have a couple of Reg songs on the playlist. Like I said at the start, this is going to be an awesome playlist of really good stuff. Some you know, some you'll never know. You would never have known until you heard them on the playlist. But do so, have a listen. You will love it. It's going to be a few hours of good stuff to drive around. You'll drive around the block in your car just so you can keep listening to it.
Keep on driving. And on that note, Mick, I thank you very much. And we will say bye for now and see you next time.
Bye.
Well, that's a wrap, and thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe. It's free. And if you like this, tell your friends about us. Also, contact us at mickandthefatman@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks very much. See you next time.